Welcome back to Sail Up. Today we are coming to you with some more products, and this time it's all about Christmas ideas for those special sailors out there.
And if you're new here, Sail Hub are here every week bringing new product news, reviews and overviews to sailors out there.
That is exactly what we do. And this week we're talking about Christmas gifts, like we say, and we're looking at everything from, what we're talking about,
Everything from £12 to 200 plus, so there's going to be something for everyone.
Yeah, so we're going to drop in some ideas, we're going to talk about what we like about them and basically why they've made it onto this list, just to give you a bit of an overview as to what you might want to buy for people. Starting up, first of all, with this bad boy.
This is the Exposure Raw Pro 2 head torch.
Yeah, so you might have seen this earlier on the channel. Basically, the Raw Pro 2 is an absolute bomber head torch. It is a little costly. What's the price on this one?
This is £137.
But it's basically the last head torch that you're ever going to buy. Raw basically means red and white, so it's good for sailing in the dark, sailing in the night. We're not going to go into too much. There's another link which will be up there somewhere where we talked all about this thing.
Super durable, waterproof. Obviously it's a sailor's torch, so if you want to impress your sailor friend with a torch that's trusted by elite sailors out there, that's the one.
That's basically, well, our top pick for a head torch anyway. Okay, so what's next?
That is a subscription. So if you want to save on wrapping paper this year, get a Navily subscription. Now Navily is...
Yeah, basically Navily is like an amazing cruising guide. We did a top 5 apps and Navily featured heavily in that. It's a fantastic, it's a fantastic piece of kit. Basically, it's an app, you read it on your phone, it's like a cruising guide, and there's a community-based thing as well. You find out all about where you're going, what the prices of these places are, what the advantages of different marinas, anchorages and everything. Massive in Europe, definitely. It's coming into the States, getting quite popular there, and quite big in the UK as well, actually, at the moment.
Yeah, there's a booking system. So for £17, you can gift an annual subscription, which means you get the pleasure of ad-free use. You get 72-hour weather forecasting. You can plot your route a little bit more, and there's multiple more advantages for the subscription.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic way to keep in touch with people and find out basically instantaneously what's happening in the area that you're planning on going to.
So next up,
we're looking down at the pot. What's next in the Christmas
pot? The pot of goodies.
I'm just going to get one.
Do you feel like Santa Claus?
Yeah. Next up is a boat hook. It's not like any other boat hook though. It's basically the Revolve boat hook. So this thing is like super quick to deploy, it floats, it's all that kind of stuff, and it sort of goes down into a really, really small package.
Like incredibly small. You wouldn't believe whoever gets this as a gift is going to be so surprised, because it's like this. It's not like a boat hook.
Yeah, it's tiny, and it's absolutely fantastic. As if, like, I mean, I'll put my hands up. I've lost boat hooks in the past. It's no good watching it bob away and then sink. I mean, this thing does float.
There's a whole bunch of accessories you can big up your gift with, that you can add to the end of this boat hook, so it's not just a boat hook. So for £85 you can gift an amazing gadget for the boat, even if it's a spare boat hook. Like if a sailor has a boat hook, they're still going to love this boat hook. Yeah,
for me it's fantastic because it doesn't take up too much space and it's always there just in case.
Absolutely.
I do like that one.
Next up for £100 is the Rooster Hybrid Jacket.
Yeah, this thing's fantastic. Again, a video linked up about this one. It's kind of like, how would you do this? Like recycled fibres, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the name, it's hybrid. So it's basically, every sailor will find this useful. It's insulating, it's water repellent, it's using a mixture of materials across the board, good breathability under the pits. It's close fitting, it's insulated. We don't need that here because we are in Spain.
We're living it up. We're actually shooting down in the Costa del Sol at the moment, which is why we've got no snow here, which is nice.
But this jacket will not be out of place with a sailor. It's also super good for traveling. So sailors are always all over the shop. You can roll this up into its hood and it becomes a little travel pillow. What's not to like?
The main thing for me about this jacket was the fact that the cuffs were so long, and right at the bottom here there's no insulation, which means that they dry really quick if you've been in the dinghy or something like that, or the cuffs always get wet and soggy.
And the last thing is, it's made with recycled materials. This is made with recycled bottles, so if you've got a eco-savvy sailor in mind, this is maybe the gift.
It's cheaper than an electric motor, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
Next up, from the Italian company Antal, we've got a friction ring. These guys actually invented it, so who better to go for the real deal. Basically, the friction ring replaces a block. Not every block, but basically, if you buy a friction ring, they start at what, 12 quid?
12 quid, yeah, £12 upwards.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a nice little stocking filler.
Yeah, pretty cool thing. You can get them in different sizes for different uses. Just check out Antal's website for which one you want. But basically, they are a very simple alternative to a block.
They're going to be useful in any size of boat, any type of boat.
Anyone can always find a use for it, whether it's strapping a dinghy down to get a more purchase on it, all the way through to using it for your spinnaker lines or, you know, something else on the boat which is used every single day.
So a super versatile, cheap gift for any sailor.
Fantastic.
Next up on the gift list is the OLAS Man Overboard Tag. Now this, for £55, is a pretty special gift for someone. So if you know a sailor with a furry friend, or just friends, to be honest.
Yeah, they don't have to be furry.
But the beauty of this is it can go on anything. You know, you can hook it to your dog's collar, you can put it around your wrist, you can put it around a child's ankle.
Yeah, basically this is a tag. So basically you put it on, it connects directly to the mobile phone that you've got with their app on it. And if this goes outside of a range, i.e. you fall off the boat, it hoots and sings and tells you about it.
Hoots and hollers.
Yeah. And it tells you where it is. So basically it's not a live tracker, but it tells you where they went overboard. But the main important thing here is it wakes you up out of your sleep on shift if someone goes overboard, or if you have a dog that happens to want to chase dolphins, it tells you where they've gone. Or even if you've got an expensive outboard or a dinghy in a dodgy marina somewhere, you could put it on it, and as soon as that thing leaves the vicinity of the boat, you're going to be woken up.
You're going to know that someone's trying to steal it.
So yeah, basically that's actually one of the reasons we're out in Spain at the moment, is to test this thing. And what I can say so far is it seems like a really, really cool, simple piece of kit, which, to be honest with you, safety at sea for the price that it is, I don't think you can beat it.
Yeah, someone's going to thank you. What's next, Santa?
Next up is a knife. It's from Waterhaul, and it's their beach cleaner's knife, which basically we take that as a sailing knife. It's for cutting ropes if you have troubles and things like that. Everyone's got a knife on board. You should probably have several knives for cutting ropes as opposed to chicken.
So the beauty of this knife is that it folds up and it fits in a sailor's life jacket, which is perfect. So it's always on hand. This knife is £25, so it's not the cream of the crop, but there's something really special about this knife.
Yeah, I mean the knife's super basic, but a knife needs only to be basic to cut a piece of rope. You could pay hundreds of pounds for this. You're not paying for this particular one. This is made from
ghost plastic.
So that's basically old fishing nets and things like that, scooped up. Waterhaul pick them up, melt them down again and make something useful out of them, and this knife is certainly useful.
Absolutely. These guys also make sunglasses from their recycled plastic, so if you've got a cooler sailor out there, check out their sunnies.
Yeah, really good idea, I think, this knife. I liked it.
Next up for those gadget crazy sailors is the U-sea-my-SOS system.
Yeah, this is a super simple system. Do you want that? So basically this is, it's a really straightforward SOS system. We were given this recently to test. Really simple thing. It's an on-off switch and it's a beacon. All it does is links in to your existing nav lights on the boat, and if you press that button it flashes the SOS signal, which is the simplest form of help you could ask for. The beauty of this is you can see this from an airplane somewhere. You can see it when you've run out of flares or whatever else you've got. Every single light on the boat is flashing SOS. And it's just a very, very simple system, which is tiny, it weighs nothing.
Pretty easy to install as well.
Yeah, very basic.
And it even can connect to your bilge pump and your battery system. So if you're not on board, the boat can alert itself if the bilge is getting too full. I mean, that's pretty epic.
It's pretty cool. I think it's a very new product, only just coming out this year, and I think it's going to go far. I think it's a really cool system. What's the price on this one?
£127.
£127 to save your boat.
And now that we've got safety in mind, next up is the life jacket from Teamo. Now this is the coastal life jacket from Teamo.
So it's like the middle of the range one.
Yeah, now the special thing about this life jacket is it's award-winning back tow system.
Yeah, so effectively when you tether yourself onto the boat, if you were to fall off the side, sadly what you end up usually in is a position where you're face down in the water, which is not a good place to be, and I've never experienced it, but I can't imagine that's good. So the back tow system, you deploy it manually, and basically you flip round and you end up with your face up in the air, which means you're not trying to fight for your life.
And so you can be towed back in on your back comfortably, and it also helps with getting you back on board for the rescue. So for £168 you could be gifting a pretty innovative comfortable, functional life jacket.
Yeah, it really is cool. We maybe haven't done it justice from what we just said. It is absolutely fantastic though, and yeah, a really, really good safety.
Go check
advantage.
it out. We'll put all the links for these products in the description below, so you can, along with the videos that we've done, you can check out more details in your own time.
Absolutely, yeah. And that takes us on to our last one, number 10. This one's called Flipper, and it's not a dolphin.
Use your imagination.
So next up, we've got a winch handle. So you might have seen these with Sailing Uma, Eric Andorra and all those guys using them on their boat. We have used these, they do work really well. I wouldn't personally suggest it on anything over 40 feet, but I think if you've got a boat under 40 feet and you've got winches all over the place, stepping over them can be, you know, something in getting winch handles in the way. It folds out the way, super easy. 2 positions like this, or 3 positions like that, and then if you want extra leverage on your winch, you can use it like this as well. It's actually a really simple system. Quite pricey for a winch handle, but if you're looking for that piece of tech, maybe that's it.
So £227 is what these are for sale for, and quite possibly the last ever winch handle you might buy, because the idea is you're not going to lose it overboard because it's never detached from the winch.
I think the idea is you put one on each winch and forget about it.
Yeah, so that's the EasySea winch handle.
There you go. Right, so there you have it. So going back to Sail Hub, if you don't know what we do, we basically cover products every week for sailors. So it's everything from small products all the way through to new boats and anything happening within the industry. If that kind of thing interests you, do think about subscribing, and maybe give us a shout and tell us anything that you want to know about, and we can do a video specifically for you.
Yeah, so we're the ones traveling to the boat shows, getting to know the industry for you guys.
And on that note, we'll see you next week with another product.
Merry Christmas!
Happy Christmas, guys!
I know, I was like...